My name's Brian Rush. Welcome back to the Lodge here at Rush Custom Callers YouTube channel. Let's have a seat and we're going to get back to the next episode. So one of the most frequently asked questions that I've had when I've given seminars in the past is, where do I actually need to go to find coyotes? What kind of habitat? What am I actually looking for? My answer to that is rabbitat. I call it rabbitat because rabbit, habitat, that thick, gnarly crap. You have a predator, you have prey. You find that thick, gnarly rabbitat, there's a very high probability that you're going to find the predator looking for the prey. Combining this with wind direction is going to be absolute success in the field. So your approach going into a stand like this, finding that rabbitat, put boots on the ground, go for a walk. I have a luxury of, I have a beagle, I hunt rabbits, I use my beagle, I get to go into that rabbitat. I'm not just rabbit hunting, I'm looking for the tracks, the scat, the postmarks where they're urinating, where their feces is located. You start finding more congested areas of that sign for that animal. You're not just in their home range, you're getting a lot closer to their core area. And this is very, very important, finding core areas versus home range. And depending on the environments that you're in, like the Adirondack State Forest where I live, you start getting closer to urbanized areas or agricultural districts. Those home ranges actually shrink. You still have core areas, you have home ranges. But think about the animal's sustainability. What does it need to live? It needs food, that food source, water, shelter. When you look in the big woods, yes, you're gonna call coyotes in the big woods, except their home range is a lot bigger because they need more area for conducive habitat for survival. You start getting closer into agricultural districts, those core areas actually start to shrink a little bit. And then you'll have overlaps from home range to home range. Now, something important to bring up with coyotes, they are typically family groups. Do not refer to them as a pack animal because family groups typically do not play well with other family groups. So identifying core areas, especially in agricultural districts, increases the chances of more calling and more coyotes for closer core areas. When you get into areas of big woods, they need bigger home range to survive for that sustainability. They need more food, which covers more ground in big woods. You get closer to agricultural districts or just outside of urbanized areas, those big core areas start to shrink. You're gonna have a lot more success with limited time and limited calling.